Hey, what's up, everyone? It's me, Mr. 4K. Lately I've been thinking about the Game Pass and the Xbox, and with the recent release of Call of Duty Black Ops 6, definitely adds to the value of the Game Pass, and I will talk about that in a minute. Um, so this video is really about me and why I changed my opinion about the Xbox. You know, Xbox has been really kind of bipolar this year. Kind of like it was hard to tell which direction they're going, what they're trying to achieve. They've been kind of like backpedaling, doing this, doing that, and making excuses for this, and laying off these people here, and firing this team, and this production team and studios, and bringing in some other studios and selling this studio to another studio, and it's et cetera, et cetera. It has been so much uncertainty about the Xbox. And I can understand why a lot of people kind of lost their hope and trust in Xbox brand. And me included, I fall into that same category of like mistrust. I really wasn't sure in which direction Xbox was going. It was kind of confusing to me as to what their goal is, what they're trying to achieve. But that's because I didn't see the bigger picture. And I think now that we are so late in October 30th, and the release of Call of Duty Black Ops 6, I'm starting to realize the bigger picture of Game Pass. And I feel like I should explain what I'm talking about. Alright, so couple of things before we get into the video games of the Game Pass. One thing I have noticed is this pattern that Phil Spencer has created regarding the Xbox as a brand, business brand. Well, it is a business brand. So is PlayStation. They're in to make money. They're not in for a charity work, all right? They're not UNICEF. They're not, humanitarian Red Cross charity UNICEF. All right. So they're in, of course, to gain a capital, to make money, just like any other company. That's understandable. But the one thing that I have noticed in that trajectory, in that pattern, is that, and I think Phil Spencer has mentioned this quite a few times on his interview, and he's talking about, he's talking about regarding the Xbox as a brand, not as a console. It used to be a console back in the days with a 360 original Xbox, right? Even the early stages of the Xbox One. But now they're referring to it as a brand. And a lot of us was confused. Well, what does that even mean? What do you mean, a brand? I mean, we get it. It's a trademark. It's a brand, just like Sony. But why isn't he referring it to a console? Well, it took me a while to realize this. It took me a while to see this pattern. But I'm seeing the bigger picture. When you're putting the puzzles together, you don't quite know what it is. But you get some ideas what it is. You start guessing. But you don't fully realize the bigger picture till the final piece of the puzzle, right? And I finally realized that final piece of the puzzle that Phil Spencer was putting on here. And that final piece of the puzzle is, we want to give you, the members of this brand, who join this brand, who are members of this brand, who sign up for this brand, we want to give you the option to choose how you want to play, where you want to play, in which way do you want to play. We're not going to force you to purchase a console. We're not going to force you to purchase a high-end PC. What we're going to do is we're going to let you decide. All you have to do is sign up for our Game Pass membership. We'll give you all these games, and you decide how you want to play it, where you want to play it. And my friends, that's exactly what's going on here. That's the whole point of the Xbox brand right now. They're not in competition with PlayStation. People need to stop, making this argument. No. Xbox, it's not in competition with PlayStation, and PlayStation, it's not in competition with the Xbox. So please, guys, stop with this whole Xbox versus PlayStation nonsense. They're not in competition, okay? They used to be back in Xbox 360 days and early to 2013, release of the Xbox One, sure. But those days are over. Those days are long gone. They're over. Okay, we are almost in 2025, man. It's almost November. We got a couple of months, 2025. This is a different era. It's different times. What we're looking at right now, we're looking at a brand that it's focused on selling you a membership. And when you become a part of that membership, they'll give you all these games. Games like Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Indiana Jones The Great Circle, Stalker 2, Flight Simulator 2024, Doom, The Dark Ages, and so many more. They're coming down the pipeline. And that's exactly what they're trying to do. And I really like that. I like the choice. I'm never a fan of where I'm being forced to play only one way. I'm not a fan of having boundaries or restraints. When you look at Sony, there's certain boundaries and restraints, right? Even with the PlayStation Portal, there's certain boundaries and restraints, right? Even with the PlayStation VR 2, there's certain boundaries and restraints. You can't play God of War Ragnarok included with the PC. You have to pay for that separate, right? So not only do you have to pay for the PlayStation 5 version, but you also got to pay for the PC version. While on the Xbox, that's not the case. Xbox is not forcing you, to pay for a Halo Master Chief Collection or Halo Infinite. If you have a membership of Game Pass, if you have a high-end PC, well, then go play Halo there. Play it on a high-end PC. We're not going to charge you for something that you already have, which is part of our membership. And this is a very unique feature that the Microsoft has, that the Xbox has, that I don't see Sony doing. I don't see others doing, to be fair. And I think that's to me, the appealing part now about the Xbox Game Pass. It took me a while to realize this. It took me a while to see this bigger picture. But I have realized the bigger picture. And it's really a simple, bigger picture. And that bigger picture is choose how you want to play, where you want to play. If you want to play on the Meta Quest 3, which I did, on a big screen, on the Meta Quest 3, you can do that as well. I was playing Call of Duty Black Ops 6 on the Meta Quest. There's a live stream. You can go look at it. By using the Xbox Game Pass app, I can play all these games. I was playing it on my phone. I was playing it on my tablet. I was playing it on my Chromebook tablet. Amazon Fire TV stick. You pick and choose where you want to play it, right? I can play it on my gaming laptop. I can play it on my high-end PC natively if I want to. So having these options, it really puts Game Pass so different from everyone else. Like there aren't any other services that are doing what Game Pass is doing. And I think that's what Phil Spencer is trying to tell everybody is what we're doing here at the Xbox. It's unlike anybody else out there because no one else is doing what we're doing. And it's true. I mean, I looked around. Steam is not doing what Xbox is doing. PlayStation certainly is not doing what the Xbox is doing. Nintendo is not doing what the Xbox is doing. I mean, you find me a company out there that is doing what they're doing. They're the only ones doing it. And that's the trajectory that they're going for. And I think it's working out for them, especially with the Call of Duty Black Ops 6. It will most certainly increase the sales of the membership. With the games like Flight Simulator 2024, it will most certainly increase the sales of the membership. Stalker 2, which is also coming out at the same time as the Flight Simulator 2024, will, increase the sales of the membership. Indiana Jones, The Great Circle, which comes out on December 8th, will increase the sales of the membership. All of these games and many others, they're coming in by the end of this year and beginning of next year, will most certainly add to the value of this membership. And the biggest value is you can play all of these games and save a bunch of money, and they're not forcing you to spend $500 to buy a console. If you want to buy a console, we have options on that. You want to get a physical media console, we have option for that. You want a digital version, a less cheaper version, we have options on that. Do you want even cheaper version called the Series S? We have options on that. Do you just want to play on your Amazon Fire TV stick? We have that option as well. Do you want to play on your tablet, on your phone? We have that option. Do you want to play on your high-end PC, on your gaming laptop? We have that option. So they're giving you all these options, right? You want to play on your Meta Quest 3 S or your Meta Quest 3 original? We have that option. So they're giving you all these options, and they're not forcing you to play only a certain way. And I think that is the whole point of Xbox Game Pass as a brand. You can't look at Xbox as Xbox back in 2006 or Xbox back in 2001 or Xbox back in 2013, 2014, 15, 16, and 17 with the Project Scorpio, right? You have to look at the Xbox now as a brand, a service. A brand service, just like Netflix, just like Amazon Prime, right? Just like HBO Max, Disney Plus. But they're doing it differently from everybody else. They're giving you all these AAA quality first-party games, and for the price of $20 a month, which honestly I think it's a fair price, considering when you look at the competitors. When you look at GeForce Now, no one seems to complain about the GeForce Now being $20 a month, but they're complaining about the Xbox Game Pass being $20 a month. And I find it kind of ironic because, on the GeForce Now, you do understand you have to pay for a game in order for you to play it. And you got to make sure that the GeForce Now supports the game that you want to play. But you're not complaining about paying $20 for GeForce Now. All right. Not to mention there's a lot of boundaries and restraints on the NVIDIA GeForce. Okay. And no one seems to complain about that, but they're complaining about the Xbox Game Pass. No one seems to complain about the $17.99, $18, which is close to what you're paying for Game Pass on the PlayStation Plus. No one seems to complain about that. Yet they know that the PlayStation Sony has boundaries and restraints. So I find it very ironic when I watch these videos and I look at some of these excuses and how some individuals are defending one brand over the other. I find it very ironic, So I see a bigger picture with what Phil Spencer's trying to do here. And even to add more value to the Xbox Game Pass, Microsoft has also announced that they will give you the ability to play all your games. Not just the games that are available on the Game Pass, but they will give you the ability to go to the xCloud and play the games that you own, that you have in your library. So on top of all the other games that are part of the Game Pass, in the future you will be also able to play all of your owned games that you have. Maybe you have 500, games that you own from Xbox, from 360, original Xbox, backward compatible, 360 backward compatible, and all the latest ones from 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, till now 24, 25. You will be able to play all those games on the cloud as well. You can take it with you. So you'll be able to play your entire library plus whatever's on the Game Pass. And I believe that will add even to even more value to the $19.99 on the Xbox Game Pass, which is $19.99 a month. So I know this video is a 15 minutes, but there's so much here I wanted to explain to give you my perspective on why I changed my mind on the Xbox. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Doesn't matter to me. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching.